What's going on, guys? You know who it is. Got my subscriptions read, and this will be my review video. I have a feeling that my subscriptions are going to be late again this week because every time it seems that we have there's a holiday, and then my subscription service doesn't work on Mondays, it seems that they're behind, even though my things don't ship out till Wednesday anyway. But we'll see. First thing I want to say about this week is every book I read was fantastic. Honestly, I think I loved every single book this week. I read them in alphabetical order. I noticed that when I was done, so I will probably review them in reverse alphabetical order, starting with Young Avengers number 5. This wraps up the first story arc of this book, and it came together really well. And basically, the first story arc kind of just brought the team together, and now they're kind of forced to be a team, so they have to work together. Some of the things about young Loki kind of just went over my head. I don't know if I missed something along the lines or what, but it seems like there's an older version of Loki inside of Kid Loki. I don't know. It lost me a little bit, but this is a very good book. I mean, the art is pretty fantastic. Some of the panel layouts are just almost revolutionary. But all in all, this book is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to the second arc. Another book that has been supremely solid is XMen Legacy number 11. And at the end of the last issue, David said he wanted the pill to get rid of all his powers that this company is creating. He spends most of this issue looking for the big bad, is what he calls it. The kind of the head of everything, to show that this is kind of, it's so the person will get the powers, and just always some ulterior motive. He looks and looks, he can't find anything. Eventually he does find something, and it is actually, spoiler alert, it is actually Red Skull, who we all know took his father's brain. So, very interesting. Looking forward to see how this goes. He says at the end, actually, he says, "So what? You're the Red Skull with my dad's brain, whatever. I still want to get rid of my powers." David wants to get rid of his powers because he saw the future and saw that he is going to be kind of the demise of the world. So he's trying to do that. But these covers are just fantastic too. Uncanny XMen number 6. One thing I don't understand about this book, not even the book in general, just the covers, is how come their Marvel Now bar is dark red? All the other books is the same tone of red, but this one gets a darker red. I don't understand it. I really enjoy it though. Dormammu is kind of making a play for Purgatory. I think it's Purgatory. The kind of the realm that magic gets her powers from. She has lost control of herself and is now in her Dark Child persona, and is in a battle with Dormammu with the help of all the X-Men. Cyclops and the New Mutants they brought along and everything. Very interesting though. This is the artwork is very different. I feel like it's very digital, but I still enjoy it. I feel like a lot of it was done digitally, but I do enjoy it a lot. Loving this book, really loving it. Uncanny Avengers number 8 AU, Age of Ultron crossover. This shows the two Apocalypse twins going into the. It's not really the Age of Apocalypse anymore. I believe it's the Age of Intelligence. It's when kind of the mutants are forced underground, and Kang wants them to get their first kills under their belt, and he wants to train them by killing Captain America. In doing so, they actually, I believe, I don't know their names. The male Apocalypse twin ends up killing Havoc, and the female twin ends up killing Rogue, I believe. Very good book though. It's good to see Jerry Dugan hopping on here with Rick Remender. That's a good team up there. Digital Code is available for that. I think that's and Uncanny XMen available for that as well. Superman number 20, fantastic issue here. Basically, the whole issue is just a fight between Orion and Superman, and it couldn't have been done any better. Some great transitions, some great banter between the two. Just some awesome scenes in general in this book. There's a moment where Wonder Woman comes, and there's a little bit of romantic awkwardness, but all in all, it was a great book. And it shows that the villain who's in charge of this all, Hector Hammond, giving Superman all the delusions and everything, he finally gets exorcised out of Soup's mind, but it shows at the end that there's actually a Lana somewhere that is kind of still there, like it wasn't really delusion. I don't know. It was kind of left a lot to be thought about, but this is a great title. I mean, if you're a Superman fan, you need to read this. I mean, it's the Superman book you need to read. Justice League number 20, Despero's Revenge, and this book's very interesting. I don't really understand where the female Atom came from. She's now female, and the metamorphic girl or whatever. I kept thinking of Metamorpho. I kept calling her that, even though she's called like the metamorphic girl or something like that. And who else is involved? Firestorm's involved in this as well. They're fighting Despero alone on the in the Watchtower, and Martian Manhunter comes, basically destroys him, and tells Adam, don't tell anybody I was here. You eventually find out that Adam is an undercover agent for the JLA, and they're trying to figure out who the best people to bring onto the JLA who would individually take out the teammates of the Justice League. Very good, though. I like the way that Justice League and JLA are going together. It's very interesting. The Flash number 20, and it covers a little deceiving. It says powerless against the Reverse Flash. The Reverse Flash does not appear in this. I mean, there's a brief period that he does, but it's not really... It's in a video he's watching. People are killing all of the Flash's people he saved from the Speed Force. And I believe it's the Reverse Flash is getting their power in order to, be more powerful. But upon watching this video that he sees somebody being killed, Flash sees the Reverse Flash symbol, just the flopped version of his. And his first thought is, because he's never encountered the Reverse Flash, so his first thought is, I need to take out Kid Flash. So it looks like he'll be confronting Kid Flash in the next issue. I don't know if it's in Teen Titans or the next issue of Flash. Hopefully it's the next issue of Flash, because I'm not on Teen Titans. And I believe one of the only books I read that isn't one of the big two, and that is this Image book, 5 Ghosts, The Haunting of Fabian Gray. And this book was just phenomenal. It was just such a great read, and the character development is awesome. There's some great 2-page spreads in here. If you're not getting this yet, I wouldn't hop on it because it's only a 5-part, but pick up the trade. This needs to be read. It's fantastic. It sucks that it's only 5 parts, actually. Fantastic Four number 8. This is it's basically a Ben Grimm solo story about how once a year he gets to change back to his kind of human form, and he actually has the Fantastic Four take him back in time to a moment on Yancey Street where he kind of stops the Yancey Street gang. It's a good Ben Grimm story. I'm not a huge Ben Grimm fan, but this was very well written. The art was good. I don't really have anything else to say. It was a good book. Although the cover still reminds me of a Deodato variant from a while ago. I think it was Fantastic Four 2 or something. And moving on from that, onto one of the most solid books that has been out just since it started is Daredevil, and this is number 26. One of the great... I think this might be the cover of the week. It is phenomenal. And the way that the clothes actually spell out Daredevil, I didn't even notice that for the longest time. But just a phenomenal book. Daredevil was fearing for his life because he can be killed by this man who has the same powers as he does, but isn't blind. And then you also have the other story that fighting cancer, his best friend's fighting cancer. This book is just written so well, and the more I read this, the more I don't understand why I don't hate this art, because it reminds me a lot of FF's art with Michael Allred, but for some reason the minimalistic art in this really works for the issue, and I really do enjoy it. I don't really want to compare the two because they are two completely different art styles, but there's something about them in my head that's the same. But I love this art, and I hate FF's art. I don't know. Digital code available for this, and somebody take it because it's a phenomenal book. If you're not reading this, after you get this code, you will be reading this, so you be the judge. Moving on from that, we have Superior Spider-Man number 10. This is what I've wanted from the Superior Spider-Man title since it started. No Peter, just Doc Ock as the Superior Spider-Man. Phenomenal book. He, although we see there's a new kind of cult coming, which is the the King Goblin, he calls himself, I believe. He's collecting a whole team of all these villains that Superior Spider-Man has stopped, and he's gathering them into his own club that's underground. Just really great here. Love this book. This is what I've been waiting for. No Pete, just Doc Ock. And moving along the Superior Spider-Man spectrum, he is in a team-up here, the inferior Deadpool. I believe that's pretty hilarious. The cover here, I feel like it's almost kind of a play on Humberto Ramos's art when he does his terrible thing in Superior Spider-Man. I don't know if it is or not, but it's what it reminds me of. It's weird, though, that even characters like Deadpool realize that Spider-Man isn't being himself. And I hope at this point that even if they figure it out, there's nothing they can do, really. But just a great book here. I loved it from cover to cover. Some great fight scenes. It is a great team-up book. And I mean, there's some great moments where Deadpool says, "My team-up sense is tingling," and things like that. They fight kind of a B-list of characters. There's a Lady Stilt Man, is what she's called. The Trapster's in this, which it's always funny when Paste Pop Pete shows up. Just wonderful book, though. I'm glad, ever since they got away from that President Zombie storyline, it's been pretty solid, and I've loved it. Now, one of my favorite titles by two of the greatest in the business right now is Avengers number 12, written by probably the best writer right now, Hickman, and my favorite artist right now, Mike Deodato. This is a great book. This is my pick of the week, and it basically just, this whole